Welcome. If you're new here, you're in for a gay old time. Strap in, strap on, and ready your ears for the orgasmic sounds of the Chris and Kaz Show.
Have you managed to see your background yet, Kaz? We are live.
Hey! I'm at Shitty Beach!
I thought we'd do a little bit of Plymouth for everybody.
What a shithole! Please, people, if you come down here, we love your tourism, we love your money, but please take your crap home with you. That is revolting. Look at it.
It's a nice view of Plymouth.
Is that Plymouth? Is that an actual Plymouth view?
That's an actual. Chris typed into Google Plymouth Beach, and that's one of the first.
Okay.
That's one of the first pictures that came up.
Okay, let me get my head out the way so I can see properly what I'm looking at here.
There you go.
What is that? What is that?
Got a lovely lighthouse in the background.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, that's Smeaton Tower. Yeah, that is down close to the Hoe.
What's that? You're a hoe?
think.
Did you just say you're a hoe? It's
The
close.
Plymouth Hoe.
It's close
I
to the
am
hoe.
not the Plymouth Hoe. I'm talking about the Plymouth Hoe.
Welcome.
Well, I've never seen that image before.
Welcome, guys. Welcome to our 5th instalment of the Chris and Kaz Show live podcast. We are here for your entertainment across Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch, and Mixer. We have a lot in store today. Let's just start it, actually, Kaz. How has your week been? Let's listen from you. How has your week been?
It's been okay. It's been okay.
Just okay? Are you happy?
Yeah, I mean, it's been all right, but my Aunt Florence came and dropped in, and she's been a bit of an angry bitch this week, and it's been a little bit tough to deal with. I'm not gonna lie, Chris. I'm not gonna lie. I don't get it every month, okay? I'm usually pretty chilled out once a month, but this month, a little bit angry. This month, a little bit snappy and a little bit bitey. So I may tear your head off. So just be nice to me, and we'll get on all right, okay?
So, guys, basically, we need to make sure Kaz wins at the competition, because if she don't win at the competition, we've all had it.
What? Yeah, you may do. It depends how you speak to me.
And dear Kaz, the agony ant is going to be extra short, sharp.
Yeah.
So guys, if
short, sharp dose of bitey reality.
So guys, if you are brand new to our podcast, we have a couple of things for you this evening. We have Dear Kaz Agony Ant. Kaz dishes out a short, sharp dose of reality to one listener that's written into us with a bit of a problem they have. We also have the What's That copyright competition. So 5 tracks.
Yay!
5 seconds of each track, and Kaz has got to tell us what is the artist or band and the name of the track. It is as simple as that.
I am fairly confident with that this week.
It is this month,
pretty
really, isn't
sure it is. I'm pretty sure that I am going to nail it.
You're gonna nail something, aren't you?
Put myself out there. I may do. I'm gonna put myself out there. Head to knock on my door, and I'm gonna say I'm gonna get 5. Is it gonna be 5? Because I reckon I'm gonna get 5 out of 5.
Well, it's not a Kaz competition where it's not enough questions. It's actually, when I say it's 5 out of 5, it is 5 out of 5.
Well, is it 5 or is it not 5?
Yes, it is. And actually...
Oh, right. Well, there you go. And I'm going to get 5, aren't I? So, all good. In the friggin' hood.
I've got...
It's going to happen. Don't doubt it. It's going to be the way. Yeah, I do.
So, I've got a little bit more of a challenging track in there for you, Kaz, because I know it's kind of been a little bit too easy, I think, and your psychic friend that you seem to contact,
my spiritual guide, that helped me,
I think they've helped you out a little bit too much. So we've got a track in there, that's quite challenging, and I'll either do that as the 5th track or I'll do it as a bonus. Might have a bonus round. There you go. Bonus question.
How hard is this track? Have you just got... Is it like an album track or something of a band that I wasn't really that into in the 90s?
It's a little bit more of a 90s track that, you only ever really heard at the end of the night. And, we know what it's like when you get to the end of the night. A little bit, had a few too many sherbets. You're probably not going to pay much attention, to the music or dancing or anything. You're probably paying more attention to, right, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, who's coming home with me, type of thing. I don't know.
I remember. I remember those nights.
I guess that's how it works.
Yeah. I remember those nights.
So this track is probably a little bit more of a obscure 90s track for you, Kaz. So it'll either be track number 5 or it'll be a bit of a bonus round for you, all right?
Okay. All right.
Just for you. Right, guys. So we have Dear Kaz Agony Ant. We have the WhatsApp copyright competition. We also have an interview this week, our Ask a Queen feature. And this week it's a queen from South Wales called Charlie Rotten. So we got an interview that will play you from him. And don't forget, as always, we have an extended interview available on our podcast page, podcast.thechrisandkazshow.co.uk. That will play you from him. And we also want you to be as interactive as possible. Get on the chat. We've got nobody on there so far, but get on the chat because Kaz needs a little bit of help, and we also need a little bit of banter. I think we had a pretty good bit of banter last week.
Do you have to say that? Do you have to say that every single week? I need a bit of help, like I'm some friggin' idiot, some moron that needs everyone's bloody help. Thanks, Chris.
I have my hands up in the air. I don't know. Well, Kaz, I was just going to say, at least this week it's not...
At least this podcast hasn't got a set time. Technically, Kaz can never be late.
That'll never get old.
It has. It got old like 3 weeks ago, but, whatever.
Sarah's on the chat. She's already checked out your background, Kaz. I do like to be beside the seaside.
Hi, Sarah.
Can you sing that? I do like to be beside the seaside. That would go quite well. We could do that as a little...
Oh, I do like to be beside the sea.
Yeah, we could do that as a little promo clip, Kaz.
Is this the only background? Can I not switch up after maybe a couple of tracks? Because this is depressing. This shit behind me is depressing, Chris.
I might, just for you, I might change it up.
I want to get out there with a carrier bag and one of them pointy sticks just to get all the crap, because that's horrendous.
It's quite an interesting view.
Anyway, shit.
Anyway, guys, so should we kick-start with a track? Would you like to hear our first track? Okay, so we've played them before on one of our shows, and they are called the Matrials.
You want to win a war, it ain't the same no more. You will try to glorify 1080 blood, guts and gore. Put a little sugar-coated glaze on and sprinkle it with cool. Do this side of that sword, you're a fucking fool.
Chris
Very nice.
and Kaz, or Kaz and Chris, something like that. You're listening to the Chris and Kaz Show podcast.
You on the ice poles again? You feeling alright?
And I've got a bit of brain freeze, okay? Ouch.
FYI, guys, whenever you'll notice if you're watching the podcast live on Facebook, you'll notice whenever I sort of speak just before the track ends, I tend to say, Kaz, we're going live now. And then as soon as I take that mute button off, Kaz has got an ice pole stuck in her gob. You know what I mean?
Dang. What are you talking about? Sometimes it's a sandwich or a bag of crisps. I don't know. It's not always an ice pole, is it? It depends on the weather.
Whatever it is, it's noisy. And then we always end up... And there's me thinking Kaz got used to the mute button, you know what I mean? You alright there?
I pressed the mute button. Yeah, I'm fine.
You alright there? Get a packet of crisps, get some peanuts or some pork scratchings or something, you know? Yeah.
Pork scratch. Run a pub.
Right. That last track was Martrials, and the track was called War, and that was taken from their EP single M. The band was formed in Swindon in 2015 and now currently based in Bristol. A ruthless blend of punk rock and synth sounds. It's a lot of S's.
Loads.
If you are fans of the Ramones or the Buzzcocks, then you will like them. Check them out on Facebook. It's facebook.com/the Martrials. And I always end up calling them the Matrials, but it is the Martrials. That was a track from those guys. Don't forget, guys, we aim to play a lot of unsigned music, LGBTQ+ as well. Had plenty of people submit music to the podcast, which we'll get round to playing over the next few weeks. But if you are a band or singer and would like to submit to the show, we've got an easy link that you can follow. It's newmusic.thechrisandkazshow.co.uk. And Kaz, guess what? Guess what?
Go on. No, I want you to go on. I don't know. I can't guess. Go.
You're not going to have a guess?
No. Go on.
We have a new facility on our podcast page.
What do you mean, the new facility? Like a disabled toilet? What are you talking about? Facility? What do you mean?
We have a new facility for the people that are tuning in or on Facebook Live, etc., etc. We now have the ability for people to send us voice messages.
Oh, brilliant! So
if you don't,
we're going to be able to just click and hear people go, "You're shit." Get your tits out.
Yeah.
That's going to be really interesting. I'm going to look forward to that. Fantastic. Is it going to be, do they have to sign in or use their Facebook, or is it going to be like anonymous?
Well, it's not anonymous, thank you, because otherwise we'll just have loads of people, messaging in saying Chris is winner, obviously,
Yeah, you're the only person who's going to do that. Okay.
We have our very first message though, and I'd like to play it to you. We had this recently.
Oh, okay. Let me guess.
And the very first message was something like this.
You're listening to the Chris and Kaz Show podcast.
There we go. It was our indent and advert.
That was it.
No, but when we had another one, I actually played the wrong one there. But guys, I'm trying to cover it up. But I don't think the cover up.
That was so lovely of that voiceover guy to send us that, on our page. That was really cool. I
don't think we got away with the cover up there, but I tried my best.
No, I don't think so. Well, never mind. So
it's somebody with a similar sounding voice, and they sent a message, and it goes a little bit something like this.
Maybe she'll win, or maybe she won't. Yeah, pretty unlikely.
There we go. And they also sent another one as a bonus one. It was something like this.
Chris is champion.
There we go. All right. So that was a message. But in all seriousness, guys, you can use our voice message facility if you like. All you have to do is type in on an internet browser, off your phone, whatever's easiest, message.thechrisandkazshow.co.uk, and you can now leave a voice message. There we go. So so maybe some words of encouragement for Kaz when she does a competition. Maybe you even want to leave a message for our agony aunt. Ring up. Sorry, leave a message and and tell us your problems, and Kaz will hopefully solve them for you with a bit of a reality check.
Well, I mean, I'll have a bash. Not everyone appreciates my, short, sharp dose of reality, Chris. Not everyone does. Some people think I'm a nasty bitch. I mean, Look at the video that we just posted, the one that we did a little while ago that we posted yesterday. If you want to check out our page,
there we go.
It's on there. Hey,
welcome to EDC Radio.
And you know what? And I was a bit harsh with that guy, but I think he totally deserved it. But I don't know. Some people might watch that video and think that was a bit harsh, Kaz. We don't know, do we? You know, everyone's different. Some people need tough love, in my opinion, and some people are a little bit like, you know, some people are just a bunch of fannies and they just need a little cotton wool, don't they? Because they can't deal with the harsh truth. And that's not me. That's not who I am. So
I think I talked a little bit about Fishy Fanny, didn't I?
Yeah. Ew.
Anyway, yeah. Guys, nice little plug there from Kaz. If you want to check out our brand new video, we uploaded it yesterday on the Chris and Kaz Show YouTube page. You can easily get to it. There we go. If you're watching on live, well done, Kaz. Thanks. You can easily get to it. Just type in new.thechrisandkazshow.co.uk and it'll take you straight to our latest video. As simple as that. So guys, it's now time for, I guess it's time for our Ask a Queen feature. And this week we have a drag queen from South Wales called Charlie Rotten. And we'll play you his interview now.
It's time for the Chris and Kaz Show Ask a Queen feature. Ask them and they will make it fabulous.
What made you choose your drag name?
Charlie I got was my nickname as a kid. I was obsessed with Charlie Chalk the Clown.
Okay, yeah.
And I thought clown now, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I knew everyone knew me for it as well, so it was kind of easy. Rotten I got from my ex, which I don't like to admit. I used to listen to this fucking song all the time. It was Rot and Decay, so I was either going to do Charlie Decay or Charlie Rotten.
Okay.
And then I flipped a coin.
Is that a bit of a two-finger, or...?
No, I was with him at the time.
Okay, right, okay.
Because I was black originally, Charlie Black.
Right.
And then, like, there's about a million queens with the surname Black, you know what I mean? So I wanted something a bit different. So yeah, Rotten or Decay I went for, so I picked Rotten in the end.
So have you got a name for all the different type of looks you do? Is this one of your 365-day one?
I think it's quite just a bit more basic, so I'm wearing a mask. So I didn't really want to go like full on crazy. But it's mainly cable ties, so I'm hoping the cable ties do the work and I don't really have to do everything.
What would you say one of your most craziest looks are?
Probably the one I'm pulling out the bag today.
The cable ties?
Yeah. Anything kind of plastic related. Trying to make plastic sit right is a nightmare on fabric anyway. So when it actually works, it's kind of like a bonus, you know?
How long did it take you to make?
It's been ongoing for about a year now. But I think that's more due to like money, affording it. I think like in total, the outfit I'm wearing tonight, it's cost me about 160 quid just in cable ties.
Really?
Yeah, because I think there's about 10,000 on there.
Sounds like you need to go into the Guinness World Record book.
I reckon there's probably someone done it. More. I don't know actually, I haven't googled it.
Did you count how many?
My Amazon order, Prime told me how many.
Oh, that's a good shout.
So, thanks for that.
So yeah, actually, if you use them all, you got exactly the right number.
Yeah, literally, I think it's in about 9,700.
9,000, Jesus.
700. That's like because it's chaps, a bodysuit, a mask. You know what I mean? Like the whole shebang.
What did your friends say when you were making it? Were they like, "What is it? What is it going to be?"
My housemates just look at me like I think they're used to it. You know what I mean? They just see some. It's not just cable ties, plastic bags. I go bin raiding all the time at like 2 o'clock in the morning for like umbrellas and stuff, stuff like that. Like literally 2 in the morning, I'll go to a building site and just take all the plastic off stuff.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not spending money on it. I try and cut corners when I can.
So is that part of the aesthetic you're going for? Or?
I want to sit here and say I'm more liberal and I'm doing it for recycling, but I think I just generally like it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I prefer unconventional material then.
Yeah.
It's more of a challenge, like.
Inspired by any particular artist or drag queen?
I try not to be inspired by, like, I think, you know, like, there's major ones that, like, Charity Case from London, he did 365 days, and that's kind of where I got mine from then. But I think from an aesthetic point of view, you don't really want to, I think your worst nightmare is having the same stuff as other people.
Yeah.
And looking like everyone else. And I think especially when you're not, like, a performing queen, like, if you just solely look-based, you cannot turn up in a new look £25 dress, girl, you know what I mean? It's got to be a little bit more than that.
Just got to have that extra focus in your look.
Yeah. I think the kind of alternative drag is a bit bigger in America than it is kind of here. I think we're still more on a classic kind of level, if that makes sense.
So, what would you say made you get into drag?
When I first moved to Cardiff when I was like 21, my ex was really good friends with a drag queen, and she asked me to do a couple of wigs for her, and I would try on the wigs in my house like I was Miss Thing. And did that for about 3 years, and then I thought, fuck it, like, I can do this shit.
You thought you'd give it a go?
Yeah, like, I think people have dictated to me my whole life, like, I want my wig to look like this, I want my hair to look like this, so it was nice to do something that I wanted to do and not let my own creativity out anyway.
Not be constrained to what they want.
Yeah, like being a hairdresser as well, like people dictate to you what they want, you know, 7 times a day. I didn't want to like come home and then after, you know what I mean, like...
You wanted to give it a go yourself.
Yeah, and like try things rather than it just be like, no, this is what you're having, this is what I'm doing.
How long would you say you've been doing it for now then?
I'm hitting the 3-year mark now in May. It'll be every 3 years in May now.
Do you think your look has changed from when you started to now?
I think like naturally it's got better, but I think I've always been like a crafty queen, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
My goal in drag is not to look like a woman or to look pretty. It's kind of to be creative and nothing else.
I think some of your looks are really wild. Is that kind of
other people
shock and impact you're going for, or?
To me, like, I suppose because I now live in this world of colour and cable ties and trash, basically. To me, it's normal. But I get to other people, it's probably like absolutely batshit crazy.
That brings me on to what is one of the best comments you've had, you think, and you've really thought, you know, this is what I do this for.
There's 2. The one is one of my clients, her son wanted to start wearing makeup and he was about 6 or 7, and she would use me as a reference point to her kids, so like, you know, heartfelt point of view, like, I kind of hit me. But and on the other side of it is when you get a straight guy grabbing your ass in pop world and then you turn around and he looks at you and goes that kind of makes my life more than terrorising the breeders is what I'm good at.
So that brings me on to another question. Have you ever copped off with a straight guy who's mistaken you for a real woman?
There's no mistaking this for a real woman, for a start. I am a very suspicious looking woman. I think I have been with straight guys that, you know, but not that I don't think they ever thought I was a woman by any stretch of the imagination. I like everything, like my pads, down to my hair, down to the outfits, all a bit extreme. So it's not like I'm ever passable, even though they don't like that word anymore. But
And what would you say has been one of the worst comments you've got?
I don't know. I get a lot of hate online from like Christians, you know, people in Africa. I get a lot of like trolled online, but I don't let it bother me. I think like as gay people, as queer people, not as gay people, like we face that every day of our lives growing up. So to be at 30 years old and have somebody say that to me.
Nice keyboard warrior.
Yeah, you know, like come and say it to my face. That's how I kind of feel about it, you know.
Do you feel more comfortable and confident in drag?
I was before I did drag, I was a pretty confident boy. You know, like I would wear hardly anything and dye my hair green, and I didn't really care. So when I started doing drag, if anything, it kind of lowered my confidence because it's like starting again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Drag world is quite bitchy and people are always gonna read you. And I think because Drag Race is such a big thing, people think that they can dissect your drag as well. Yeah. Because people on TV do it, and so probably not, no.
I guess that's that thing with the RuPaul. It's very critical sometimes, and you know, I guess people who don't really experience drag or have no sort of concept of doing it can always sort of pipe in and have a few comments that they really, you know, sometimes, you know, if you're in a place where you've done it and you've got the experience or you've got a career in drag or whatever, then you know, you can comment like that. But somebody that's just watched the program or watched every season of RuPaul Drag Race, you know. Yeah, no.
And that's what it is. They sat at home going, yeah, that outfit looks shit. That hair looks shit. You try it, girl, and then come for us. You know what I mean?
I think
it's a lot harder than it looks. It looks really easy just to chuck a little bit of makeup on and put a dress on, but there's a fuck lot more to it than that.
Yeah, it's all that preparation time, like, you know, especially, you know, for yourself who does the hair and the costume and everything.
And that's what especially like people that spend so much time making costumes, then to just be read down by somebody who has no fucking clue about drag or anything like that. But then at the same time, you can't let it bother you. You know what I mean? Like, it's somebody's opinion at the end of the day, and it doesn't change anything. I don't think it does anyway.
Would you say you have a kind of drag persona when you get on stage, or is it, you know, similar? you say you're very confident. Is it similar to how you generally are, or do you put on a persona?
It's really weird. Like I put lashes and heels on, and I turn into more of a bloke. I don't know. I get a bit more Welsh and a bit more blokey. I don't.
Is that the old school Welsh queens, like a little bit rowdy, perhaps?
I don't know. I could get a bit more chavvy. I feel like, you know what I mean. I speak quite camp when I'm not. I speak quite camp anyway, but when I put the drag on, I'm a bit like that. I turn into an old fishwife, I think, is what happens, rather than anything. No, like I said, like I don't. You said earlier about being confident in like drag, like it didn't, like putting a wig and a dress on doesn't change who I am and make me confident, if that makes sense. Yeah. It just lets me express who I actually really am than anything else.
Has a guy ever asked when in the middle of something to keep it all on?
Yeah. And it's a bit hard, love. And bitch, those tights are expensive. You are not ripping those tights. Do you know what I mean? I wear 6 pairs of tights. Each pair of tights is about 30 quid. Jesus. So if you rip my tights, bitch, I'll rip your fucking hairline off. You know what I mean? No. I'd be fuming.
Why the 6 pair of tights? Like I'm a bit ignorant to this, really.
This is if you wear pads or not. Like, because I wear pads, so it's like you need the pads to kind of hold the tights to hold the pads down.
Okay.
Plus, you don't need as much duct tape then, if you get my drift.
Okay. Oh right. Okay.
You can just save on the duct tape.
Okay. So does tucking hurt?
There's a bit of shit in the woods. Damn fucking right it hurts.
And what is a meaty tuck?
I think women have it camel toe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just like if someone's got, like, if a man, drag queen's got a camel toe, that's a good meaty tuck.
Meaty tuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
It depends on how you tuck. There's more than one way.
There's more than
one way to skin a cat, you know what I mean? Yeah. You know, some people do origami with it, girl, you know?
I love a good tuck.
I'm really bad at it.
When did you start showing everybody what you were doing, or your drag and stuff? Did it start on sort of social media?
Yeah, I've always been an Instagram queen. I think, and that's because I've lived in rural villages that don't have a gay scene, so I kind of have to. You know what I mean? Like, social media is my only kind of platform, but like I've moved to the city now, so I want to become more of a, you know what I mean, more of a performance-based queen then. But no, Instagram's where I started.
Did you get the idea of the 365-day concept from Instagram, or?
Yeah, I think a Drag Race girl did it first.
Okay.
And then a massive London drag queen did it. And I soon followed behind, if you know what I mean.
And how was that? How was the story of your 365 days? That's pretty intense for a new look every single day.
I tried to like see it as a learning experience and not take it too seriously. Like, I think once you've done drag for like 2 years, you kind of get to the stage where you're like, I only wear blonde hair, I only wear this dress, and I only do this. I kind of wanted to make sure that I tried everything, gave everything a good bash, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was more of a learning experience than anything else. I think now I try and take it a little bit more seriously and do things in my wheelhouse, if you know what I mean.
Just have a different repertoire of different looks under your belt that you can just pull out at any time.
I try and do that now still. Go between two different looks really. I either go for kind of like crazy, or it's kind of quite feminine. I think I'm not really fussed on the feminine looks either. I just think I do it because it's a task. Do you know what I mean? Like it's really hard to feminize yourself, especially when you've got a brick of a face like mine.
So your nan gets involved in some of it, doesn't she?
Like, I take wigs home and I take dresses home, and it's like, yeah, can you sew the hem for me? But like, I haven't actually said to her like, I do drag. I am a drag queen. You know what I mean? But she's in her 80s. I'm not gonna sit there and.
Do you think she's figured it out, or?
Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm asking her to do dresses for me and wigs and stuff. She knew I did like wigs for drag queens and stuff like that. So now I'm taking her dresses and my own stuff. I hope she's putting 2 and 2 together anyway. Saves me a conversation.
So if I was to ask you who your top 3 drag queens or top 3 inspirations, who are they?
If we were like, I don't know, there's like the drag race category and then the local category.
Okay, let's do a top 3 drag, top 3 local.
Okay. I'd say personality, I'd go for Adore Delano. Look-wise, I'd pick Violet Chachki, and performer, I'd probably pick Alaska.
Yeah.
Then as well, yeah.
What about some of the UK ones?
I would say Pixie Perez. She's so funny. Jolene Dover, just because she's my OG from the start. And Miss Kitty. I'm sorry, they're all Welsh, but we stick with our own.
Welsh contingency.
I couldn't say anyone else. I'm sorry. They're gonna have to be Welsh on that front. You know what I mean? Repping for the people.
Ask a Queen on the Chris and Kaz Show. If you'd like to come on and join us, email us now. hello@thechrisandkazshow.co.uk.
So that was this week's Ask a Queen feature. That was Charlie Rotten from South Wales. You can check him out on Instagram, The Charlie Rotten. It's good, wasn't it?
I love his accent. He has a really lovely accent.
Love a Welsh accent.
You know, it's not too Welsh, but it's a bit, overly Welshy, and it's not too Bristolian. It's nicely in the middle there. A little bit sexy, actually. I like his accent.
As opposed to a Plymouth accent, yeah?
Yeah. But then I'm not really massive on the Bristolian accent, if I'm honest, Chris. There's a lot of accents that, let's be honest, right? That if you're going out with someone, you think to yourself, I really don't want to go out with someone with that strong accent, because that would just do my nine. There's certain accents that I'm not actually that.
It's a bit harsh, isn't it?
Yeah. I know it's so horrible. Because I pick up accents really easily, and I don't want to end up with someone that I'm going to be with for the rest of my life and have to be mimicking that accent without even realising that I'm doing it, because I pick up accents.
So what you're trying to say is you don't want to date anyone from Bristol because you end up with a Bristolian Catherine Tate-ish. Yeah. Do
you know what? If we had kids, I'm not bringing them up there. I'm not having that accent for my kids.
Cheers, Drive. Gert Lash. Gert Lash. Yeah.
No, I'd rather they had full-on country bumpkin bloody Devonian accents than bloody Bristolian accents. I hate the Bristolian accent.
Come by here. Come over here.
Yeah. Come by here. Were you on bloody?
That's Devonshire.
Are you? What is that? What's that TV program?
Don't know.
One man and his dog, and it went to the frigging meadow.
Something like that.
Something like that, yeah. I don't know. Do you not have that? Do you not have accents that you can't stand? Oh, come on. Let's be honest. If you went out with someone, am I bringing out the snob in you? Am I just sounding like a nasty bitch? Maybe it's the PMS. Who knows? But if I met someone and they were really hot and I thought, oh my God, I could totally get into a relationship with someone, and they had a thick Essex accent, and I was like, oh, fuck this for a Game of Thrones, I'm not putting up with this for the rest of my life. I'm sorry. Yeah. And do you know what? There are certain Scottish accents that I find, quite sexy, and there are some that are just really abrasive and that I can't stand. I'm a bit of a snob, maybe, when it comes to accents.
To be honest, this is sounding a little bit like a YouTube video, isn't
it? Yeah, maybe we should do.
Maybe we should.
Separate thing about. Maybe we should. I'm not sure how good I'm going to come across. Yeah, snobby Kaz flagging off people just because of their accents.
Anyway, that was the awesome Charlie Rotten with a nice Welsh accent there. If you would like to appear and feature in Ask a Queen, then all you have to do is visit queen.thechrisandkazshow.co.uk and submit. Just like that. Submit to us.
Get on bended knee.
Oh.
Submit to us.
Awesome. So we got a little bit more music from some unsigned bands coming up on the show. Going to play a track from Little Baby Sharks in a minute. We got some tracks from Melody, The Menstrual Cramps, Kaz.
Yay! Are we going to play the Willy song today?
We are going to play the Willy song again.
Yay! It makes me laugh, that stuff.
So the Menstrual Cramps and then Ali Horn. So,
talking of menstrual cramps, I'm pretty sure I need to take I need to take some paracetamol in a minute. I'm so sorry that my issues are bad for you. I'm in a little bit of agony, but don't you worry about it, Chris. Don't you worry.
I'm not saying anything. I'll get shot.
No, you bloody will.
I feel sorry for the person that wrote into Dear Kaz Agony Aunt, because we're going to do that in a minute. And the way Kaz is right now, they're going to get a short, very, very sharp dose of, I don't know, you might even punch them, I bet.
A dose of my friggin' wrath right now.
There we go. I need the Thunder and Lightning soundtrack. You know, that was quite good on the video, wasn't it? Bit of thunder and lightning behind that. Anyway, guys, I think we best play a track then before Kaz loses her shit in a minute, I guess. So we're gonna play. Our next track is from Little Baby Sharks, and the track is called "Riding in Cars."
You're listening to The Chris and Kaz Show.
There we go. So it was a track from Little Baby Sharks, and that track was called Riding in Cars. I fancy there's some in-jokes going on right now, isn't there? Kaz is looking very mysteriously...
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
To her right-hand side. Certainly. Anyway, Little Baby Sharks, they're a dual-voice, three-piece pop-punk band from Bristol, and that's a good kind of pop-punk. You can check them out on Facebook / Little Baby Sharks.
What do you mean? What do you mean that's a good kind of punk? Is there a bad kind of punk?
Pop punk. So
yeah, what do you mean?
I don't know. There's a really, really, really cheesy kind, and then there's a good kind of pop punk, and I like them. Okay. I think they're very good.
We may need to revisit that sometime because I don't know what you mean.
It's not the first time you don't know what I mean, really, is it? You know. Anyway.
Are we going to go there, Chris? Are we going to go there right now?
No, we're not. The mood you're in.
No,
we're not. The mood you're in.
No.
No, I'm going. All right. See you later.
Okay, good,
Bye.
good.
Bye. Go on.
Be careful.
Go on, yeah. Bloody careful. So, I mean, it'd be pretty damn awful. Be pretty damn awful if I played a jingle like
Chris is champion.
that, wouldn't it? You know, because that would really set Kaz off.
It doesn't make any sense because you have not won anything. If I win something, I am champion. That does not make you a champion. If you win something, you can be champion of that thing, but that doesn't make me the champion. If you lose, I'm not the champion. I'm sorry, but I totally am against your ridiculous logic. This is stupid. I've had enough of it. We need to address it.
Oh my God. Chris is champion. Kaz loses again. I don't know what Sarah's saying, but she says she just loves having them in her mouth. Oh, about the ice poles. Yeah, we can see that. I think that's about the 6th ice pole now.
I've only had one.
Is it this
it's off, okay? I've only had one.
All right, this PMT, does it, you have a craving for ice poles or something? The actual ice poles. The ice poles, like the proper ones, not the,
Oh yeah, let's all just let's not just be subtle about it, Chris. No, I'm not pushing them up my flute, okay? It's hot. I want the ice pole in my mouth because I'm hot. Is that okay?
Wow.
Is that alright for you?
Up your flute or in your mouth, one or the other, isn't it? Anyway.
Is that alright with you? Can I get your permission to finish me friggin' ice pole?
I think we should very quickly get off this subject.
Yeah, I think we should.
For 2 reasons. One, Kaz is going to lose her shit in a minute. And reason
I might do.
And reason number 2, we don't want to be banned from our podcast page, do we?
No, we don't.
Guys, if you haven't been to our podcast page yet, you can check it out. It's podcast.thechrisandkazshow.co.uk. Obviously, we are live on Facebook, live streaming across YouTube, Mixer, and Twitch. But if you'd like to listen again to the show, extended interviews as well, then check out our podcast page and please subscribe. That would make us really, really happy. We're at about 120 subscribers now. So 5 episodes, 120 subscribers. For us, we never thought we'd get past like 4 or 5. Family and friends, and then, it's not bad going.
It's all right, isn't it? Hi guys that we've never met. You're right. I hope you enjoy listening to us. What are you doing right now while you're downloading our podcast? Are you sat on the toilet? Are you making a sandwich? Either way, we love you. And please continue subscribing and downloading.
There we go. She's back. EDC Radio Kaz is back. That was quite a good.
Was that too weird?
That was quite a good bit of a radio link there. That's not too bad, Kaz. Getting good at this now, aren't you?
Are you listening to us on the bus? Are you coming home from work? Maybe you're selecting your food for tea. Maybe you're in Sainsbury's. Anyway, that's enough of that shite.
So I was thinking, next week I have a little bit of a surprise. I might give you a couple of hints. But I was going to...
Chris, I like surprises. I hate your surprises. Your surprises are shit.
No, they're not.
Your surprises are always, they're not nice. It's always some horrendous challenge that I can't do because it's always weighed in your favour. It's a load of old bollocks.
No, not at all.
No?
No.
All right.
I thought we would do a little bit of a blast from the past.
Oh my God, are you going to play some stuff from our EDC days? Chris?
She guessed it. Like a little, do you want a little bit of a blast from the past?
We were very young. Oh my God.
Can you remember?
Well, from when I was like when I was like, 18, 17 years old?
Yeah. Can you remember we used to do Kaz's karaoke?
Oh, no, don't play that. That's embarrassing.
So a new twist to WhatsApp copyright will be Kaz's
All
karaoke.
right, you're not going to listen to me. Just fair enough. Just do it anyway. Okay.
Kaz's karaoke. She'll sing a track, and we got to guess the artist, band, and the track name. That sounds like a special feature, doesn't it?
I remember some of those.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do? Like take a tiny snippet of what I sang, and then I've got to guess it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take out.
Okay.
I might take out the music as well, so it's just you to just highlight your excellent vocals on those tracks.
Great. Yeah, they were top notch. Was it back in
Apparently so.
2003?
Yeah.
2003 would have been 2004. Oh my god, I feel so old. Brilliant.
So guys, we'll be doing a little bit of a blast from the past then. So we give that a go. Sounds good?
Yeah, okay.
Right. Do you know what time it is?
I think it might almost be time for the agony aunt Kaz to come out and give someone a fucking telling off.
You know what? You are dead right. It is time for Dear Kaz, Agony Aunt. Are you ready, Kaz? Sorry. Dear Kaz, are you ready? I've lost Kaz's voice. Should probably press mute or something.
No, I did not. That was all you.
Oh, scrap it. Start again. Very good. I tell you what. This is bringing back the EDC radio days, because this is the sort of shit I had to put up with, guys. All right.
Oh, piss off! Georgia, I think we were a lot more professional back then than we are now.
We used to go out to a fair amount of people, didn't we, on their breaks and lunches.
Yeah. In the common room.
And the canteen. So.
Yeah. Oh, in the canteen.
Yeah. Pipe through there as well.
Yeah.
Okay, Kaz. Ladies and gentlemen, are we ready for Dear Kaz, Agony Aunt?
Yeah. Okay. Well. Okay.
Dear Kaz. My girlfriend insists on having her dog in the bedroom, and he sniffs around us when we are having sex.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, go on.
Oh my god.
Oh god, my tripod's falling apart.
I need to start again. Sorry about that. Sorry.
Okay. Alright, yeah. Are you alright? Oh, Chris is falling apart there.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I'm back.
You okay?
I'm back in the room.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Dear Kaz. my girlfriend insists on having her dog in the bedroom. And he sniffs around us when we are having sex. It's a big problem for me. Stop making me laugh. Stop making me laugh. I'm 32 and she is 30. We've been dating a year. I can cope with her dog being in the bedroom at night, but not when we are having sex. Her dog sits watching or keeps sniffing around us. My girlfriend isn't fazed by it. I love her dearly, but the dog is becoming a big problem. So, Kaz, what does dear Kaz have to say about that?
Well, okay. Firstly, you filthy bitch. Why do you have your dog in the room while you're having sex? Like, you're getting jiggy. You don't want your dog sniffing around you and your bits and all that jazz. Doesn't matter you, sweetheart. Get the dog outside. Put him outside. Now, I understand some people have, they have a strong bond to their animals. They love their animals. And some animals, they're a little bit sensitive, bless them. You're really clingy with your pet sometimes and you want to stay close. But not while you're shagging. I mean, would you want your mum in the same room while you're shagging? No. Put that dog outside. It's revolting. Especially if he's sniffing. Look, we're all grown up here. We all know what sex involves, okay? And especially when you're getting it on with someone and you get like the first throes of passion, you're doing it constantly. So, like Rihanna says, you remember that song, Chris? Sex in me, yeah, I love the smell of it. I mean, Rihanna loves the smell of it. Maybe she's like this dog. Maybe she's a bit like this animal. I personally would put that bloody dog out. Put your foot down, sweetheart, and tell her, no, I ain't having that dog eyeball me every time I give you a good porking. I want that porking to be between you and me. It's a private thing. It's a spiritual, loving thing. We want to have sex without the canine giving me evils and sticking his nose up my arse. I don't like it. You put your foot down, sweetheart, and tell him it's done.
Brilliant, guys. Oh, my Lord. Cannot believe that.
That was too funny.
Anyway, guys.
Oh, God.
Dear Kaz, giving out a sharp dose of PMT reality.
That wasn't even angry. That was just pure
disgust.
Hilarity.
Yeah.
That was too funny. It was disgusting, yeah. Like, yuck. Sweetheart, sort it out. Maybe she's one of those people, though, that just, gets a bit turned on by it. There's some weird people out there. What does she do when she's at home by herself?
Oh, my God.
We all have knees.
Oh. Stop. We're going to get banned. We're going to get banned. We're going to get banned. Right, moving on.
Okay, sorry.
Dear Kaz, the agony ant. Wow, that was an interesting one this week, I must admit. Guys,
that was revolting.
Guys, we certainly want your reactions. We want your reactions to that. What do you make of that story and Kaz's dose of reality? What would you do in that situation? You can drop us a voice message. New facility, drop us a voice message. It's message www.thechrisandkazshow.co.uk. You'll have to make yourself an Anchor account, but that just takes a couple of seconds. You can sign in with Facebook, etc., etc. Leave us a voice message and we will play some of them in our next podcast stream. You can also write to us if you have any problems. Comment any one of our videos, whether it be Facebook or YouTube. Or you can just email us hello@thechrisandkazshow.co.uk. Right, we're going to play a track now.
Cool.
This is from a band called Melody. And this track is called Twilight Sleep.
Your expectations killing me. I get stuck in my head. All your judgments surround me. I can't get out of bed. And I need something, anything. Make the world around me disappear. Vivid dreams are all I want to see. I'm wide awake in my twilight sleep. I need the pills to comfort me. Take away my suffering. Your observations taught me. You think you know what's best. Don't you know I'm haunted? I don't get any rest. And I need something, anything. Make the world around me disappear. Vivid dreams are all I want to see. I'm wide awake in my twilight sleep. I need the pills to comfort me. Take away my suffering. Tell me what I forgot. Tell me all that I'm not. 'Cause I know that it's never enough. No, it's never enough. It's never enough. Tell me what I forgot. Tell me all that I'm not. 'Cause I know that it's never enough. No, it's never enough. It's never enough. Vivid dreams are all I want to see. I'm wide awake in my twilight sleep. I need the pills to comfort me.
So it was a nice track. Alternative.
I really, really loved that.
Did you? It's good. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I really did.
Makes
What was her name?
So that was a band called Melody, and the track was called Twilight Sleep. Very alternative goth rock is how I would describe
I
that.
like a bit of that. It's nice. It's intense. I like that kind of music. There you go. I'm into that.
So Melody have recently had some attention from BBC Radio Bristol. And you can have a look at their Facebook page. They also have a Spotify, so you can listen to some more tracks. It's facebook.com/Melody Music Official. But check them out. Makes a little bit of a change, so it's a bit different for our podcast. So we're having a kind of a bit of a wide selection of music now. I'm liking it.
You know what, though? I'm thinking, like, I know this sounds unbelievably naive because I don't, I'm not plugged into the whole music scene. It's not something that I'm massively passionate about. I love music, but I'm not, passionate enough to, seek out, unsigned bands and stuff. And since we've started doing this, some of the quality of the music is making me think, oh my God, the stuff that we listen to on the radio, and that's just the stuff, that's getting played. How much amazing music is out there that we have no idea about? Yeah,
I mean, it's just, it's a lot of rubbish on the radio, if I'm honest, and it's a lot of,
You can't say that.
Yeah,
Chris.
I mean, unfortunately, it's, it's kind of all about money now, isn't it, really? I mean, it's...
it always kind of has been, though, isn't it?
I mean, if you got a lot of money behind a band, then, I know some new artists, and we won't name them, but considering, when I was in a band myself, some new artists pay for plays. So, yeah, I mean, there is an awful lot of talent, and like I say, we've had a fair amount of bands and singers submit to the show for the podcast, and we have about 66 submissions over the last 3 days, which is really, really good. And just, even just touching the surface on some of those songs, some really, really talented people out there, really, really talented artists.
Really talented.
And I know we do a little bit of a focus with LGBTQ plus bands and artists, but we've opened it right up to a range of people from a range of backgrounds. Even some of the not so well known LGBTQ artists are just phenomenal, really, really good. So it's been nice to play.
It's been nice listening to it.
It's been nice to play a selection of music. So some stuff like. I know some people listening, it might not be exactly your cup of tea, but actually just introducing you to something that you may not normally listen to. And, to be honest, it's happened to me and Kaz. I mean, the menstrual cramps are ended up being like one of our favourite bands now, Played them on every podcast so far.
Though? Do you know what? If it's not your cup of tea, maybe try your tea a bit differently. Maybe, don't put 2 tea bags in. Maybe don't put as much milk in. Maybe
who puts 2 tea bags in? Who puts 2 tea bags in?
Or sugar less. I don't drink tea. I'm just assuming because of the freaky tea drinkers out there. You know me, I don't drink hot drinks, but there's some freaky tea drinkers. You're all bizarre to me. But maybe take your tea. This is a metaphor, Chris. Maybe just take your tea a little bit different and, enjoy the new music.
Maybe you just take your tea with a little bit of whiskey. There we go.
Maybe you just take your bloody tea the way we bloody serve it and just bloody well drink it, all right? Sorry.
Okay.
TMS, Kaz.
Okay,
TMS, Kaz, coming out there.
Oh, you're going to get even more angry when I tell you what's next. What's that copyright? And you're going to lose.
I might do. No, I'm not though, because I don't. Oh, I'm gonna get angry. It's boiling up. It's just you saying that. I'm getting. My head.
It's boiling
my head
up.
feels hot.
It's boiling up, is it? Right, guys. Right, guys. It's that.
Right, guys.
It's that time again.
What's that? Copyright? Whoa, 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 whoa!
What's that? Copyright? She missed it again. Where's your cue? That was your cue.
Sorry, I was massively distracted then.
Right, here we go. Try it again.
Yeah, okay. Whoa!
What's that? Copyright? Oh my!
Whoa! I can't hear it because it's out of sync. When I sing it, it is in sync. Go frig yourself.
Oh
there you
my
go.
God!
Fuck her off.
Oh my God! Here we go. This is it, guys. This is what we've unleashed.
Yeah. The monster is here now.
So, guys, basically,
Chris is champion.
what was that?
Chris is
Nothing.
champion.
What? Nothing.
Right, let's rock and roll. Kaz, would you like the first track of What's That Copyright? Your first track, and if anybody's
Whoa.
if anybody's
Yeah, I would. I'd love it.
if anybody's playing in the chat, feel free to take part. Give Kaz a helping hand while she gobbles down that ice pole. Brilliant. Our first track, guys. Our first track goes a little bit something like this. There we go.
Wow.
Would you like me to play that track again for you, Kaz?
Yes, please, can you play it one more time? I'm so.
Here we go.
I'm lost.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. Oh. Somebody else.
No, you're right.
Was that an accident, or is somebody else coming with their problems? And I don't mind. I can give.
No more
give
problems.
them
No more problems.
advice.
No more problems.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Kaz, track number one.
Okay.
What is track
Right.
number one?
Am I allowed to use my spiritual guide for this track?
Yeah, you can do.
Okay.
I'm guessing your spiritual guide is Sarah on the chat right now. Yeah.
No, I know. It's the guide, the spiritual guide. They're telling me. Yeah. I'm not going to look down. Okay.
Okay.
I'm sensing some people. Okay. I'm sensing lots of people. Excuse me.
Lots of people.
Some M people. Not N. O-P, but M. Some M people. And they're moving somewhere.
They're moving.
Possibly. They're moving, possibly on up. They are moving on up.
Go on in, Kaz. Who is it?
It's 10 people. Moving on up. Yay!
M people.
Get me in a bad cell.
Moving on up.
No.
Wow. What's that? Copyright. Okay, Kaz, track number 2 for you. There we go.
Oh my, that's...
Would you like to hear that track again?
Yes, please do.
Okay, that track again. Here it goes.
Okay. Wow.
And Kaz, by the way, the track name, you can't have the simple version. You've got to have the proper version.
I've got to have the proper version.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Okay, because that's quite tricky, okay, can I use my spirit guide to tell me the exact pronunciation? Is that okay?
Is your spirit guide Google?
My spirit guides are higher than Google. They do not need to use the internet, okay?
Okay. she says, looking down from the screen.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Go on, then. What's your spirit guide telling you, Kaz?
Okay, my spirit guide, they're telling me there's a man named John. He is a man of scat. He is a scat man.
I mean, to be honest, if you talked about scat man now, it has a little bit of a different meaning than what it did.
Yeah, then it did then. Do you know what? Also, I went to a college in Taunton, and anyone who went to SCAT knows it was the Somerset. Seriously,
was
it? What was it? What was it? Somerset
Community
College of Arts and Somerset College of Arts and Technology, and they had to actually change the name now because of that. Yeah.
I mean, it was a bit shit anyway, wasn't it?
No, it was a great... What? No, it was an awesome college. I just didn't do my degree there. I came down to Plymouth. Maybe I should have stayed up in Taunton. I don't know.
Anyway, Kaz. Go on then. Track number 2.
Okay.
Tell us.
My God. I'm getting some messages now from my spirit guides. I'm getting a ski and a bat and a boot.
Well done, Sarah.
I'm guessing. Can I finish?
Before
you accuse me of anything. Okay. I'm getting a ski and a bat and a boot and a bat and a dop and a bop. That is what I'm getting. Is that correct?
So I need the full. Who is it? And name the track.
It's a Scatsman John. Scatsman ski bat bop ba dop bop.
There we go. Right, I think we need a bit of a scores update. So, what are the scores, our quiz master?
Ladies and gentlemen, the scores are: Kaz loses once again.
No, she don't know, does she? She don't lose.
Right, Kaz, track number 3. It goes a little bit something.
No.
What?
Kaz does not lose. Kaz is winning. Where's the Kaz is winning?
Where's the Kaz is winning jingle?
Yeah, where's that?
Let me just find it. I think I can play it for you now.
Oh, let me guess.
I can play it.
You didn't have that made.
No. I can play it for you now. It goes.
Oh, okay.
Ready? Listen carefully.
Chris
I'm listening.
is champion.
There we go. Anyway, moving on. Track number 3.
No.
Track number 3.
No, I'm not happy. I'm not happy.
Track number 3 goes a little bit something like this.
Some people say I look like me dad. What? Are you serious?
Oh. Come on, Chris. Give me a hard one. Bloody hell. Oh my giddy aunt. Excuse me.
So, Kaz, would you like me to play that very difficult track for you once again? Would you like me to do that?
Oh, do you know what? It's so difficult. I'm going to need it to listen to it at least once more. I really am. Please do so.
Here we go. Track number 3 once again.
Some people say I look like me dad. What? Are you serious?
Oh. Hey. Oh. Dear.
No bonus points for extra singing. Sorry.
No. None.
No.
So you will. So you won't. So you'll do what I don't. No extra points there. None. No extra points. Oh dear. This
Okay,
is like my teen years. Like early teen years.
Go on in, Kaz. So, what is the artist and the name of the track, please?
Okay, that is C'est la vie by Bewitched.
C'est la vie by Bewitched.
Piece of piss.
Okay.
Excuse me. Do.
Right, we're going in for track number 4 now. Track number 4, it goes a little bit something like this.
Oh wow! Now that is a tricky one. That is Can I listen to it one more time, please?
Would you like to listen to it one more time? I think I can do that for you.
Yeah, I think I need to. Yes, please.
Here we go.
Okay then. So I'm skating into the late 90s groove there. These late 90s tunes, Chris. Do you know what? The spirit guides are talking to me right now.
Are they?
They're speaking to me. Oh, they are. Oh, God. Oh, there's a bottle and something is trapped in this bottle. Bless them.
Here we go.
It's a genie. There is a genie trapped in a bottle. And some bitch is trying to let it out. It's some poor bitch called Christina Aguilera. Christina Aguilera. And there is a genie in a bottle.
Christina Aguilera. Genie in a bottle.
Genie in a bottle. Gotta rub me the right way.
Is Kaz right? Or
bitch.
is she wrong?
Of course I'm right. I'm always right.
Whoa.
What's that? Copy? Maybe she.
So, Kaz.
I love you. Yes, I do. Sorry.
Right, Kaz. Are you ready for track number 5 at all? Are you ready for track number 5?
I might well be, actually, Chris. Go on.
Before we play track number 5, we have a little message from our sponsor, and it goes something like this.
Chris is champion.
There we go. Track number 5.
Except
Track
it
number
doesn't
5.
make any bloody sense because I am in the lead, Chris. I've got everyone right so far. Is this the bonus one? Is this the little curveball that you're trying to throw me? Bring it on. Bring it on.
Track number 5 goes a little bit something like
Go on then.
this. There we go.
Oh, wow. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Would you like me to play it again for you?
Yes, please play it again. I feel like I need that, badly.
Track number 5.
Okay. Okay. The spirit guides, they're talking to me now. They're talking to me. Yeah, I'm seeing a stairway. I'm seeing a stairwell and lots of steps going up to another level. I'm also seeing some kind of an issue. In fact, it's a really horrific situation. Some might call it a tragedy. Come on,
God.
Chris. I'm a 90s child. Of course I know this. It's Steps and Tragedy.
Steps and Tragedy is...
Yeah.
Ah, dear. I'm a little bit disappointed, if I'm honest, Kaz. I don't know.
Where's the curveball? Where's the hard question? Are you going to bring it out, or was that it? Because seriously, come on, give me a hard one. Come on, Chris.
Give you a what?
You. Let's not go there. I thought you were going to give me a difficult one. There was no difficult ones there. Come on, give me a difficult one.
Well, the difficult part of it actually was track number 2, and I said you'd need to tell me the proper name of the track, and then you just a little help from your friend. Well done, Sarah. Bonus point for Sarah.
Chris, I really like that song. I already know to do it. I already know it. I'm a scat man. It's a great tune.
Bonus point for Sarah in the chat there.
Don't be giving away my points, okay, to other people because of my intelligence and my foresight, my Bruce Forsyth. I'm not gonna give away my points to Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. It wasn't needed, but it was appreciated. See, because she cares, Chris. She cares enough to attempt to help me cheat with things I don't need to cheat with.
Wow. I can't believe it. It's like the 5th 5 weeks in a row.
Actually, I got one wrong last week, didn't I?
One wrong last week, but 5 weeks in a row, and unfortunately...
Did I have one overall?
Unfortunately, I might just have to... Nah, I'm not going to change the jingle, but... Because it's quite funny playing it all the time to Kaz, but... 5 weeks in a row, well done, Kaz. What's that copyright competition? You have won again.
Yes, I have.
With a little help from the chat.
No! My help and the spirit
And the spirit,
guide.
yeah, the spirit guide. Right, guys, nearly coming to the end of the show. Gonna play another track now. Kaz, would you like to introduce this band?
Oh, is this a Willy song?
This is a Willy song. I can say the song name if you, unless you remember it.
This is a band after my own heart, and the name of this band, really expresses what I'm suffering right now. So this is.
I was going to say this is quite.
This is quite apt.
This is
the Menstrual Cramps.
So this is the Menstrual Cramps.
Who we love.
Who we love dearly. And this track is called #SadPenis. Watch Kaz doing some dancing in the background.
Don't get me wrong, dicks are great, but not unwanted dick pics. If I didn't ask for a dick pic, I didn't want a dick pic. Don't shove your stranger dick in my face on Tinder. Don't shove your stranger dick in my face on Instagram. And Alex, don't fucking Snapchat me again.
You can check out The Chris and Kaz Show by visiting thechrisandkazshow.co.uk.
So a track from one of our favourite bands. That was the Menstrual Cramps. #SadPenis. I think that.
Bless him.
I think that track.
That little sad penis.
I think that track we need to grab some quotes from, actually. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe whacking a few jingles.
Yeah. Don't stick your stranger dick in my face.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah. I love that.
So that was from their 2017 album, We're Not Overreacting. And as always, 4-piece feminist queer DIY punk band from Bristol. Message them on Facebook now. I know they've got some merch for sale. Help out your local music scene. Buy their merch. Message them. Ask them what they have left. I think we are going to get a couple of t-shirts. That's in the pipeline. Certainly. But you can visit them on Facebook. It's /The Menstrual Cramps, and it's the same with YouTube as well. Check out some of their videos, really, really good. Awesome band, The Menstrual Cramps, and that track was #SadPenis. So, Kaz, we're about getting ready to kind of wrap things up, really. We've enjoyed Kaz's short, sharp dose of PMT reality today.
Yeah. Well, let's not hide these things. Sometimes it's nice to be open and honest, because otherwise you might be, a little bit rude and a little bit angry, and people might just think you're an asshole. And actually, it's just a little bit of hormones that you're going through, and you just need to be left alone.
There we go. So
there you go.
very, very interesting, Dear Kaz agony aunt this week with a dog. So
my god! Don't, because I'll start laughing again. That was so disgusting.
So, guys.
But then, Chris, right? Yeah. I've got a question. Yeah, you got a bloody cat. So what's that all about? Come on, you get jiggy on a regular basis, and you have cats. Do you shoo them out of the room, or are you like, no, all right, cat can watch? That personally would put me off, having an animal staring at me while I'm getting down and dirty. But, I mean, does it not bother you?
I don't know, if you're, it might affect your kind of motion and rhythm, but I quite like, just looking off to the side and giving a wink,
Little high five with a little paw.
No.
Okay.
They go out. They go out the room.
Great.
They go out the room.
Yeah, I hope so.
As all animals should.
Yeah. But you're bloody lying.
Guys, if you want to listen to again to Dear Kaz Agony Aunt, you can check it out on our Listen Again on our podcast page. podcast.thechrisandkazshow.co.uk. I'm losing my voice now.
You're right there, a little bit croaky.
I'll repeat it again. Podcast.thechrisandkazshow.co.uk. Our live show will be up there tomorrow, along with an extended interview. Earlier on in the show, we had our Ask a Queen feature. This week, we had a drag queen from South Wales, Charlie Rotten. You can listen to the extended interview on our podcast page, but also we have a video version of that interview as well on our Facebook page. No, not our Facebook page, on our YouTube page. YouTube.com/The Chris Kaz Show. So check that out. If you want to take part in Ask a Queen, submit.thechrisandkazshow.co.uk, fill out the form, join us on air. Or join us on one of our YouTube videos. That would be really, really good. Kaz, unfortunately, with a little bit of a help from the chat and her spirit guide, managed to get
there's more than one spirit guide, can I just say?
5 out
Plural.
of 5 out of bloody 5. So next week we're going to do...
Oh yeah.
We're going to make it a little bit harder next week, I think.
You say that every week. I
thought the Scatman one was quite hard, getting you to do the exact name of the track, but Sarah seemed to get that one right. Good old Google.
I didn't need her help. Yeah. I am able to Google myself.
There we go. Looking down at the screen.
The screen's
we talked about our old radio show on EDC Radio.
Oh God, yeah, we're going to do that next week, really.
Yeah, next week we're going to have a little bit of blast from the past.
Bloody hell, Chris!
Kaz's karaoke.
Just makes me feel so bloody old.
What are you on about?
I don't need a reminder of my age. You know this is an issue for me. You know I hate getting older. And you're just bringing up some old music from the early 2000s, from when we were both in college. Okay? When I was in my prime.
In your prime.
I was 18.
Yeah.
I had a fantastic arse. I could have done anything if I was maybe smarter. But, and now... You're going to bring back this karaoke stuff. Seriously?
I'll have to see how many karaoke tracks we got. So I'll have a listen to some of the old broadcasts and see what I can salvage for blasts from the past.
Okay. Oh, before we go, please watch, and if you like, you can have a share, and you share the shit out of it if you like. The video that we did put out, because we've been doing mostly live podcasts because of the coronavirus, but we have put out some videos that we did before the virus, like the one yesterday that we mentioned before, and it is that was another agony aunt one, wasn't it, Chris? And that was really funny. It's so weird looking back, like, because it was like, that's before Christmas. It's like July, and that was before Christmas. And oh my God, I really gave it to that guy. I really did.
Yes, you did, Kaz.
It's just bringing back all the
So guys, you can
that's how I grew up.
You can check out the latest video version of Dear Kaz Agony Aunt, and that's on our YouTube channel. Really easy. Really easy. If you ever want to check out our latest video, all you have to do, go to your internet browser and type in new.thechrisandkazshow.co.uk. And that's pretty easy.
You just go to YouTube and watch all the other stuff we've done. There's enough there.
Exactly.
There you go. Go crazy. Go nuts.
So, guys, we're going to play our last track of our podcast live. And this is a track from Ali Horn. And I thought I'd leave us with a little bit of an upbeat one. Ali Horn is a singer-songwriter from Liverpool. He's had some radio plays on Radio 6 music show. And he's also got a video on YouTube which you can check out for this track. Search that on YouTube, Ali Horn, and this next track is called The Waves.
So grab
Chris and Kaz Show.
Like it. That's
cool.
Yeah, nice and upbeat. If you're watching our live stream, then you'll have seen Kaz shifting some moves, isn't it? Smashing out some moves.
Yeah. I do like to dance to the music while we're while it's playing.
So that was Ali Horn, and that track was The Waves. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're about done here on the Chris and Kaz Show. Check us out. Listen again if you miss any of our features. Check us out on our podcast page, podcast.thechrisandkazshow.co.uk. Join us next week. A different time next week. We're going to start at 7 o'clock and not 8 o'clock. Join us on the chat. Send us a voice message.
Well, that's good though, isn't it? Because they can have their tea beforehand, can't they? And
exactly.
watch the soap.
Exactly. There we go.
And then it's time for us. So that's cool.
There we go. Send us a message.
So I don't.
Send us a message. message.thechrisandkazshow.co.uk.
You've been listening to The Chris and Kaz Show. Check them out on social media at thechrisandkazshow.co.uk.
Go on then, Kaz. I know you want to have the final word, so there we go.
No. If you don't want me to, it's absolutely fine.
Right, is a nice little bit of silence for you. Have the final word. What's Kaz's? What is Kaz's final? A little bit like Jerry Springer. What is Kaz's final thought or final word?
God, this is
would you like
actually, isn't it?
Would you like a little bit of background music?
TV
there?
anchors do this as well, don't they? TV anchors do it, and they're like, I mean, Ellen's like, be kind to one another, and Jerry Springer did the same thing, didn't he? Yeah, okay.
Bit of background music. Here we go.
I need to come up with something individual that really says who I am. Okay. Here we go. Can I go now?
Yeah, it's all yours, Kaz.
Okay. Right. You're all a bunch of bastards.
Is that it?
Yeah,
it's a bit harsh, isn't it?
We love you though, and you know what? If you did creep into our bed in the middle of the night, we might not mind. We might just let it happen. So there you go.
What a thought to end with. What a thought to
there
end
you
with.
Go. My tripod has collapsed and my arm is really aching right now. Anyway.
Right, guys. Thank you very much for joining us. And check us out next week on Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch, and Mixer at 7 p.m.
The Chris and Kaz
7 p.m.
Show.